She knows, you know.
I know.
At Scott's Richmond Practice, an extra special little patient is arriving in style.
Gird your loins, Gigi. We're going in.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you?
All right. We're here to see Dr. Scott.
Oh, lovely. Oh, who's this?
6-year-old dachshund Gigi is a familiar face, appearing alongside her doting owners Steph and Dom on Gogglebox.
Well, hello, lovely people.
Ah, there you are.
Steph and Dom are longtime friends of Scott
Welcome to the area.
and have recently moved to southwest London.
Hello, Gigi. How's my girlfriend?
She's not doing
Not
great.
great, I think.
Oh, really?
Either she's pining for you,
Well, obviously, yes.
or there's something
Oh,
wrong.
there's something wrong.
I think there's something wrong.
Dear.
We're very concerned that Gigi is unwell. She's lost a lot of weight. She's just off her game. She seems very lethargic.
Come on, then. Let's go, team. Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're pretty sure something's afoot, because she is not herself.
Tell me what's been happening.
About a month ago, we were down the New Forest, 6 weeks ago, and she got caught in a rat trap.
Ooh.
You know, proper old-fashioned mouse trap with teeth.
She's only just a bit bigger than a rat herself.
Unbelievable. We took her to a vet's in the New Forest. We did the bloods, but they found nothing.
Okay. Do you know what it was that was on the trap?
Chocolate.
Oh, okay. Which, as you know, can also be poisonous. So it was good that they checked her over. So that was given the all clear. So
Yeah.
what's causing you concern right now?
She's just lost a lot of weight, even though she's eating. She's lacking in sustained energy. So she will play, but then only for a little bit and then be knackered.
Okay. Well, I think we're just going to take Mrs. Temperature, all right, which you won't be impressed by. Just hold there.
That's the old thermometer up the bum trick, is it?
I'm sorry, it is, yes. Why don't you give your little girl a kiss and see if she'll be happier.
Don't associate this with me, okay? This is Dr. Scotty shoving things up animals' bums.
She's the only other woman I will let Dom kiss. Just so you know.
Sorry, Scrooge. All right.
Here we go.
Think
Now
of
just look
England.
away.
Think of England,
Lie
Scrooge.
back, look away. Think of grassy fields. Gambling along.
Here we go. Temperature's just fine.
Good.
Good girl. Sorry
good.
about that, honey.
Ticking one box.
All right.
Little Gigi has definitely lost her sparkle. This is normally a really sprightly, happy, energetic dog. She looks dull, she looks flat, she looks weak. First of all, I want to look at her liver health because I know that she has consumed potentially something quite toxic and that would damage the liver. So I think what we need to do is to pop her downstairs, we'll take some bloods and we'll just work out where things are going wrong.
Do you have any medicinal brandy?
For you or for the dog?
For me.
Out the back, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Hey, you can't touch it, young lady.
All right, we'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I promise you I'll be back soon. I suspect Gigi knows she's not well. I can see it in her eyes.
You know, the bloods will hopefully tell us what's wrong. And hopefully, whatever we find out it is, that it's treatable.
Yeah.
Just around the corner,
Betty will get it. Good girl, Lola. Good girl.
another one of Scott's regular clients, Claire, is getting ready for a trip to the practice.
Good girl.
I have a Sealyham Terrier called Betty. I have a German Short-haired Pointer called Lola, and then 2 Maine Coons, Chip and his sister Chili. The dogs get on with each other and the cats get on with each other, but they don't get on with each other. If you see what I mean. Right, you two, you've got to stay there. You know you're not allowed upstairs. Got to go and see the kiddies.
But today, it's not the dogs, but one of Claire's upstairs feline residents who needs to see Scott.
Good boy.
So they're 12 years old. I've had them since they were kittens, so they've been a part of my life for a very long time. Chili is bulletproof. She goes to the vet once a year for a check and there's never anything wrong with her.
Here we go. Should we give you your inhaler?
But unlike Chili,
Good boy.
Chip is starting to feel his age.
Don't hold your breath. Good boy.
He's got asthma. He has a blocked tear duct in one of his eyes, so one of his eyes cries permanently.
Right, stick your feet in.
So Claire makes sure Chip has regular checkups.
I get my feet in. There we are. Here
And
we
this
go.
afternoon, he's booked in to see
Boy.
Scott.
Right, let's go.
This is my girlfriend, Gigi. Don't tell Zoe. But she's not very well. Hey, baby.
She doesn't look very well, does she?
No.
Looks a little bit sad.
At the Richmond Practice, Scott and nurse Nathan are running tests on celebrity dog Gigi's liver function
Oh, scratch, sweetie. Oh, brave girl.
to try to find out the cause of her weight loss and lethargy.
When we suspect that a patient has liver disease, we do a blood test, and the blood test will show us if the enzymes associated with liver function are raised, and if they are, it would show that the liver's under stress. Stay there, good girl. Stay there, good girl. Okay. X-ray.
Scott is also performing an X-ray to look for any physical abnormalities in Gigi's liver.
So what we've got here is the shadow of the liver, and it's just quite big. It's quite swollen. It's taking up quite a lot of Gigi's abdomen. So it would suggest that the liver's just plain angry. I can't see any obvious large lumps or bumps in the abdomen, so that's good news.
Blood's all ready, Scott.
Thanks, mate. Oh, no. Look at that.
It's off the scale.
No. They're going to be mortified. Oh, dear Gigi, eh? If only you could read.
Upstairs, Gigi's owners Steph and Dom have been waiting anxiously for the results.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Hi, guys.
Oh, there you
Here's
are.
your girl.
Oh, baby.
Unfortunately, the news is a bit concerning, actually.
Don't.
Yeah, her liver's not functioning very well at the moment. Her liver enzymes are all raised. One of them is so high it's actually off the charts.
You're joking me.
The liver is a really robust organ, and it's actually one of the only ones that's able to regenerate itself. Most of the time, the liver can actually lose about 70% of its function before any clinical signs will be present. So the fact that Gigi is already sick shows how badly damaged her liver really is. There's a lot of different possibilities when it comes to liver disease, and they can vary in scale from something that might come and go to something that's here to stay and also potentially life-threatening.
Oh God, you're making me feel sick.
So where do we go from here?
She's a dog that needs hospital treatment. What we're left with is a liver that's just plain angry, and to determine exactly what's going on with it and how we can best treat Gigi, we need to do a liver biopsy, and that means an anaesthetic and surgery. We need to find out what's going on.
I was not expecting you to say that. It never really occurred to me all this time that there might actually be a serious issue. It literally has never crossed my mind. It's absolutely floored me.
Right, well, we better hand her over them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so...
Well, beauty, you're going to be fine, all right?
baby.
Take her back to mummy.
I'm so frightened now that there might be, you might find something absolutely hideous and we can't do anything about it. I think there'll be a day of national mourning.
It's all right, sweetheart.
Scott and nurse Nathan are about to begin surgery on Gigi
Getting you through this.
to find out what's causing her liver disease.
All right, thanks. I'm cutting now. The liver is a complicated organ and it does a lot of different things. And in this instance, it's clearly unhappy about something, whether it's because the dog has eaten something that it shouldn't, whether it's been exposed to something infectious, whether it is harboring cancer. All those things are possibilities. I'm just going into her abdomen now, Nathan. Let's hope we don't find anything too worrying. So first of all, I'm just looking around at all the organs that I can see. So small intestine, stomach, all looks fine. The liver, it's just very angry looking. It's very swollen. Not normal.
A sample of Gigi's liver will be sent to the lab for testing.
Okay, Nathan, I'm just closing up now. How's she getting on?
Yeah, she's doing well so far.
Yeah, good. Very happy when this is over and she's woken up. This whole procedure, I think I've had my stomach in my mouth. I've been very, very nervous because Steph and Dom are good friends and I know how much they love this dog. We all want to know what's going wrong with you so I can make you better. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And now's the start of the agonising wait. We have to send off the piece of liver, the biopsy sample, off to the lab. The pathologist will then have a look and then tell me exactly what's going on with Gigi's liver. It could be something serious, and let's hope it's not.
Gigi will spend the night recovering at the clinic before going home with our owners Steph and Dom tomorrow.
Get you sorted out today. You're probably not going to like it, but it's for your own good. Poor old Chip.
Claire has brought in 12-year-old Chip for his regular health check.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, gorgeous?
Hi,
You're well.
nice to see you. Mwah.
So, the biggest cat in Richmond.
Yes, he's here for his full health check.
His full
Yeah.
health check. And look how keen he is. Claire was one of the very first people to walk through the practice doors when we opened 6 years ago. And we've been through real highs and real deep lows. Come on, big boy, in you come.
2 years ago, Claire was walking her 3 dogs on the beach in Cornwall when they were hit by a freak wave. 2 of the dogs, Sprout and Scruffy, were washed out to sea and drowned.
Let me just have a little listen. Good boy. Whenever she comes into the practice, I love seeing her, but I'm always a little bit nervous that I might find something that'll break her heart again. So he's been generally healthy,
Yes,
happy boy?
apart from the ongoing asthma, which you know about, he's been fine.
It's like having a snow leopard in my consult room.
Yes.
So no surprises that he's got a bit of a raspy chest, but that all sounds lovely. Yep. All right, so let's have a little feel of your tummy. All right, big boy.
Good
Sure
boy.
everything's okay. Yeah, I can definitely feel a thickening, for want of a better word, in his abdomen, right up the top there, right sort of near the diaphragm.
What does the thickening mean?
Well, I don't really have an explanation as to what actually it is, because he's not giving us any information. He's not telling us that anything ails him. But clearly I can feel something that shouldn't be there, and that does alarm me. Obviously, Claire's shocked that I found this fibrous tissue. I don't know what it is, and that's really difficult to tell an owner because I know that Claire's immediately going to be very concerned. So, Claire, what I think we need to do with your gentle giant is have him in today and just go on a bit of a fact-finding mission. So give him an anaesthetic to be able to do an X-ray and then see where we're at.
Okay.
Right, so not really the usual general health check kind of fare where I give him a worming tablet and off we go.
He has a history of not breathing under anaesthetic as well, so I'm a bit concerned about an anaesthetic.
Yeah, I mean, him having asthma does complicate matters, absolutely. But if we have to go forward with potentially opening him up, which hopefully we won't have to, but if we have to, of course he needs to be under anaesthetic.
I was expecting to say, oh yeah, we know he has asthma and everything else is fine and head on home. So yeah, I wasn't ready for him to have an anaesthetic today. Oh, Chippy. Poor old man.
All right, say
Good
bye,
luck,
Mummy.
boy. And we'll see you later, because you're going to be totally fine.
Say bye, Mama.
Bye-bye.
Good boy.
Hopefully he won't find anything life-threatening, but I mean, I guess they're looking for tumours, I suppose. I feel a bit sick.
All right, well, let's give you some anaesthetic medication. Yeah. Chip is a very old boy, and he has had issues with anaesthetics in the past, but unfortunately, where this fibrous tissue is so deep and so central that I really can't have him moving at all if I'm to look at it properly. Okay, still breathing, still breathing. Good.
Nurse Sam is assisting Scott with Chip's X-ray.
X-ray. Okay, if you keep an eye on him and I'll just run this through. The spectrum of what we're dealing with Chip is pretty wide. There's all sorts of different possibilities here, from completely benign to horrendous. So unfortunately, I can see a shadow, something that shouldn't really be there underneath the stomach. and it's a bit of a mystery. So I think we're going to have to perform surgery. Okay, sweetheart, let's see what's going on with you.
At her home in Chertsey, practice manager Maz is preparing to bring her 2 tortoises in with her to work.
So this is Alan and Steve. They are collectively known as the kids. And they were actually given to me by my sister because she knew that I was desperate for tortoises, and she knew someone who was looking to rehome theirs. So she surprised me with them one day.
Despite their names, Steve and Alan are sisters.
I didn't know they were girls when I named them, but they don't seem to mind. They don't object too much. You don't mind, do you? No.
Maz's fur baby Branston is equally besotted by the girls.
Branston absolutely loves them. He goes up, says hello to them, takes his ball over to play with them, and doesn't quite understand why they don't want to chase it. If either of them go missing in the garden or bury themselves under something, he normally finds them and lets us know where they are.
Steve and Alan may not look like the adventurous types, but Maz recently found them in a neighbour's garden, so she's decided they need to be microchipped.
All right, kids. Should we go see Auntie Nathan? Yes.
Today, Maz is taking the tortoises to Scott's surgery to see resident reptile expert Nathan.
And you, Steve.
While they're at the practice, there's another issue she wants Nathan to look at.
Yeah, Nathan, to check your underbite. Yeah. Steve has an underbite, so I like to get Nathan just to check that it's all going well, he can still eat okay. Right, kids? There we go.
Nathan, is our boy doing okay?
Doing well so far.
Okay, mate, that's perfect.
Scott and Nurse Nathan are about to begin surgery on Maine Coon cat Chip to investigate a worrying lump in his abdomen.
I look forward to a day I don't need to anaesthetise this cat again. Performing an exploratory laparotomy is basically unzipping a cat's abdomen and having a look in and just seeing what's in there. Let's see what we find, shall we? Sometimes you'll be surprised and it won't be anything that you should worry about. Sometimes it's a nightmare. Very full stomach. That's quite strange. Looking and feeling at this stomach, the stomach does seem angry, and there's something in there that feels not like food. It's very solid and very stodgy. Okay, so we're just going to open up this stomach now and see what's in there. Okay. Oh my God, look at that thing. Oh my God, look at that thing. Wow, okay.
In Richmond, Scott has just opened up 12-year-old cat Chip's stomach and made an alarming discovery.
This thing is extraordinary, and it's also something that you don't really see very often. What is that? It's the biggest fur ball I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my God. Fur balls are produced when cats groom themselves. They swallow the fur and then it accumulates in the gut. This thing is so huge though, he must have consumed that fur over years, filling up his entire stomach. Absolute madness. And it is thoroughly gross. There we go. That's not even all of it. Oh, and it reeks as well. Oh man, it's rancid. Oh my God, it's still coming. Here we go, it's still coming. Oh my God, look at that! Oh, it's like some sort of swamp monster. Jeez, that is unbelievable. You know what? Even though that is thoroughly gross, that is good news. This means that Chip is going to be a healthy boy. So, happy days. Okay. Let's wake the boy up. There we go. That's the problem.
Laser.
What?
Do you think I could have some?
Yeah, you need some. We can do a transplant from Chip to your head. Up until the point that I'd opened Chip's stomach, I was quite concerned and quite worried for Chip's future. In this case, I found something massive and hairy and gross, and I got rid of it. I'm very happy. Your mummy's going to be very happy, isn't she? Yes, she is. She's going to have a boy for a bit longer yet.
Chip will need to stay at the clinic overnight to make sure he recovers well from his anaesthetic before going home with owner Claire tomorrow.
Good lad. I cannot wait to deliver Chip back to Claire. She is going to be just so happy and relieved to know that her boy is okay. And then I can't wait to see her face when I show her that hairy baby. She is going to freak out. It's going to be awesome. Sleep it off. Good chap. Morning, Gigi. Your butler service is here. Do you want to have a little bit of food?
24 hours after undergoing a liver biopsy, miniature dachshund Gigi is ready to go home.
Have a little bit of chicken? Maybe not to Madam's taste?
She'll be right.
She'll be fine. I can't wait to see her. Good God.
Hi guys.
Morning, Kirsty.
How are you?
We're all right.
Gigi's owners, TV stars Steph and Dom, can't wait to be reunited with their little girl.
Is Scott will just bring her up and take a seat?
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Will do.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Well, much more upbeat today, because she's obviously not dead.
It felt very odd not having her in the house.
One of us slightly more stressed than the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because I love her more than you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, I was just cooler about it.
Come on, little lady. I think I can hear Mummy and Daddy upstairs. Come on, then. Good girl.
Glamping, look at that, on the back of a truck. I don't think so. No. Unless I can plug my hairdryer in, I'm not going.
Hi.
Hey, look. Look at you. No cone. Why's your cone shame? What have we done to you?
I dared not put a cone on such a fashionable creature as young Gigi here.
Oh, she couldn't get closer if she tried.
Oh, Screech.
So now, guys, we do need to just all be patient and be brave until we get the results of that liver biopsy. I've had her on a drip overnight. I've started her off on a special medication to help to manage her liver health, and that seems to have made a difference. But obviously, we all have a nervous wait. Hopefully, it'll be good news and Gigi will make a full recovery. All right. We'll see you later, Gigi. Be a good girl. Bye, gorgeous. Try not to worry too much. Dom, pleasure. All right. We'll see you guys in a few days, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Bye, team.
Cheerio. Thanks very much. Bye.
We're free.
Right. Have
Let's
a nice
go.
cup of tea.
Oh, it's a screech.
Morning.
Hello, love. That's not filing for me, is it?
It's not filing.
Oh, good.
It's a whole other job.
Oh, hello.
Practice manager Maz has arrived at the Richmond Practice with some very special cargo.
Should we go down and see Nathan? Come on then.
See you
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Nathan's an absolute geek when it comes to anything slightly reptilian, so he's got to be your go-to man when you need something done to your tortoises, that's for sure. Hello!
Hi.
Good, thank you.
So I've been expecting something.
You have. It's the kids. Ta-da!
Steve and Alan.
Yep.
So what are they in for today?
Most importantly, microchipping, because Alan started to be a little adventurous with where he's going.
It's amazing how they do escape.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I never thought having a tortoise meant actually having to keep an eye on them because they could get out quickly.
Yeah.
I sort of thought that was the point of having tortoises, that they couldn't move quickly. So definitely microchipping, please. And then just to double check that Steve's okay with his underbite.
Right. Do you want to do the microchip first?
Let's microchip. I'm ready for this.
Excellent.
I am your assistant.
So obviously normally in cats and dogs we do it in between the shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit hard.
Yeah, fair enough. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. So in tortoises we normally do it in the hind leg, in the
Okay.
left hind leg, and it goes just above there.
I've never seen a tortoise get microchipped before, so this is brand new for me.
So it's really important that we microchip them now. Like anything, especially something you keep in the garden. No one knows quite how they disappear, but it does happen occasionally. And I think now having the microchip gives that a little bit of security There you go. If they do go wandering, then we'll be able to find them.
Perfect.
There you go.
With the microchipping complete, Nathan can now address Steve's underbite.
So that's quite impressive, that.
It's quite an underbite.
An underbite is caused by an overgrown lower jaw, which can make eating tricky.
I can see she goes towards food, but pushes it away because she can't actually grip to it.
Yeah.
Maz wants to make sure Steve's underbite isn't stopping her from getting enough food, especially with hibernation season approaching.
So what I think I might do is just take a little bit off there, just off the bottom beak, just to help her eat and make it a little bit easier.
So it's more of a closed mouth rather than there being an obvious underbite to it?
Yeah, so instead of having like a shovel and having to eat over the shovel, she should be able to eat a little better.
Okay, yep.
To trim the beaks, I'm going to use a dental machine and a burr which we often trim rabbit's teeth down with. So I need as still as possible.
Okay, I can do this.
Trimming the beak doesn't hurt at all. I guess it's just like cutting your fingernails. It just takes the edge off of it without drilling too much away. Perfect. But I think you can see already that there's...
You can see, from the top you can see.
Yeah.
It's not that scoop like you were talking about.
Yeah.
So I think now you've got a better chance. All done, tortoises are chipped and clean bill of health and they're both good. They're ready to enjoy the rest of the summer before they go back to sleep again for a few months. All right, say thank you to Auntie Nathan.
Thanks.
Say thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Later that day, Scott is on his way between practices when he receives an urgent SOS.
So I've just had a call from one of my nurses, Nathan, up at Richmond. He said he's just admitted one of our patients, Freddy, who is in a really bad way. He's just gone under about 3 or 4 cars and he's really unwell, so I'm heading up there now. Come on, let's get there.
Nathan is closely monitoring the 3-year-old Italian greyhound until Scott arrives.
Just downstairs.
Freddy's all right?
Good.
Hey, Nate.
Hi, Scott.
What do we got?
His temperature's 36.5 at the moment, so I'm just trying to bring that up. I put him on fluids. His oxygen level's low in his blood as well.
Freddy?
His eyes are really red as well, where the blood vessels are burst.
Look at that. There's a huge amount of bruising around that eye. That's really bad. He's bruising and even in his ear. Look at that. So poor little Freddy is really in a terrible state. He is very, very flat indeed. So I'm very concerned this dog has suffered some kind of head trauma. Oh my God. Look at how bruised he is. Poor boy, poor boy. Oh, that hurts a bit, doesn't it? Okay, okay. It's all right. Your mummy must be so worried, eh?
Anxiously waiting upstairs is Freddy's traumatized owner. Ivona was walking her 6 dogs in a local park when Freddy escaped.
I didn't even know he'd gone. A passerby said to me, "Have you lost a dog?" And because one's just been hit on the road, I knew it was him immediately. So I raced over to the gate. And as I'm standing there, absolutely hysterical, the dog got hit by 2 other cars. And then one truck went over him and another truck. So I thought, well, the dog's dead.
Just then, another passerby came to her aid.
This guy literally stepped out onto the North Circular in the rush hour, arms up, stopped the traffic, and scooped him up and said, "He's alive, he's breathing."
Scott now urgently needs to X-ray Freddy to look for any head injuries and also see if there are any broken bones.
Oh, it's just awful, isn't it? Hey, poor boy. With Freddy laid out on the X-ray table, you can really see the full spectacle of what this accident has caused this poor little creature. He is so covered in bruises. I don't think ever in my experience have I seen a dog so bruised as little Freddy. So Nathan, I'm just going to take an X-ray of his head and neck. So I'm just spin him around this way. Good boy. X-ray. So this is the fragment of bone there, and there's just a line here that I don't like the look of. So the wheels have likely gone over the top of him and have fractured his pelvis. But the fact that none of his other limbs are broken is incredible. But the biggest concern for me now is why Freddy is so very flat. And I think the problem is within the brain itself. Okay, come on through. Here's your boy. He's still very sad.
Oh my God.
Who's that?
It's horrible to see him the way he is.
All right, okay. The good news is there's no fractures or broken bones in the head, in the neck, which is great. But he does have fractures in his pelvis, I'm afraid. I'm hoping that just with time and rest, they may heal on their own, but we'll have to wait and see. What I'm majorly concerned about is the fact that he is so weak at the moment. We can't assess what other neurological symptoms he may have. He can feel all of his limbs, but he's certainly not moving all of his limbs. And so until he starts doing that, we won't know what damage has been done.
You silly boy.
Freddy will need to remain at the practice until the extent of his brain injury becomes clear.
I just don't know how badly damaged it'll be. It may be that it permanently affects the ability to walk, his memory, even his personality.
Oh, Fred. I know. You're going to have to stay here for a while, buddy. Yes, you are.
Hello, mate. Hello. Wow, look at you. Hello, buddy. Hello, sweetheart. Gosh, you're looking better, aren't you? Look at you, trying to use your legs. Hey?
2 days after Freddy's road accident, Scott is checking on the Italian Greyhound's progress.
Look how much brighter this boy is today. Hey? Yeah, he's a little bit sore still, which is why he's panting a little bit. But, I mean, look at him. Hey, he's standing. Look at how bruised he is. Oh, that hurts a bit, doesn't it? Okay.
The 3-year-old ran into busy traffic and was left with a broken pelvis and extensive bruising.
Good boy. It's all right. I just want to do a few neurological tests on his body. Good boy.
While the pelvic fractures should heal over time, Scott's worried the 3-year-old may have swelling on the brain, or worse, a permanent brain injury.
Come here, sweetheart. Okay.
So he's doing some tests to check for brain activity.
Okay, ready? Just see what you're doing here. Good boy, well done. What I'm doing is just putting his knuckles on the ground and just seeing if he'll right the foot. Good boy. Okay, so this is the one that I'm concerned about. Good boy. But the right hind leg is a little slow to right. Now, if it was that he's had major trauma on the right-hand side and there's been some swelling to the nerves, that swelling can impede the ability of the impulses to get to the brain. But with a reduction in the swelling, hopefully we're going to see the nerves talking to the brain again.
Scott now feels the best place for him is at home with Ivana.
He's improved so much that I think Scott's going to let him go home with me tonight. So I'm really, really happy. Can't wait to see him.
Hiya.
Hey, Fred!
This is your boy.
Hey, gorgeous boy.
Hey, who's that? Who's that? He's so much brighter.
It's just...
It's a miracle.
Yep. To come from the dog lying in the road with cars hitting him and 2 trucks going over to here in the space of a few days is just incredible.
You know, massive strides. But one thing I would say is brain injury can, of course, change personalities alongside cause numerous neurological problems. So what we need to do is just be patient and let these next few days and weeks run through, and then we can work out, does he have long-term issues that we need to manage? Ivana's a very practical owner. She understands that her dog has suffered a major trauma and he's not going to get better overnight, but hopefully everything is starting to come back. All right, so you get home and get well, and I'll see you very soon. Yes, I will. All right, Ivana.
Okay, brilliant.
All the best.
Thanks very much.
No worries.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Bye, sweetheart. Bye.
He's looking more like Fred now than he was a few days ago. Fingers crossed that he makes it to a full recovery.
Another client, Claire, is also returning to the Richmond Practice, excited about picking up her boy Chip after his big stomach operation.
I can't wait to see him. Really missed him overnight. But I'm happy to know that he's okay. So yeah, really looking forward to getting him back home.
Should we go see Mummy? Come on. Ready? Oh, he's a big boy. Oh, he's a big boy. Come on. Oh.
Yeah, the anticipation is huge. What is in Chip's stomach? So yeah, I need to know the answer.
Hello.
Hello.
There's your boy.
There he is. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, I missed you.
Go on then. Do you want to have a cuddle with Mummy?
Come on then.
I'm on, you big lump. There we go. You got him.
There he is. Oh. So what is in his stomach?
I think you need to see it with your own eyes.
Okay.
So just give me 1 second.
Oh, Chippy Chip. What have you eaten? What's in your tummy?
So my jacket will give you a little bit of a hint as to what this is.
Oh!
It is the biggest hairball I've seen in my entire 20-year career.
Yeah, you were never going to get all of that out the normal way. It's such a relief that it was just a hairball, albeit a very large one, and I don't need to worry about cancer or any other threatening illnesses.
Which brings me to my next suggestion with regards to his treatment, which is...
Shaving.
He needs a new do, the boy. He needs a new do.
No, I was joking. You're not seriously going to shave him.
He needs to be clipped. We don't want this to happen again.
I'll brush him more.
You'll brush him more?
Seriously? I'm not shaving him.
We brushed him this morning. Claire is honestly one of the best owners that we have. She does everything I ask to the letter. But this time around, there was definitely a little bit of pushback. Just a new haircut for summer, you know?
Not convinced by this. Usually I agree with everything you say immediately, and I'm not.
It's the first time we fall
out. I know.
I certainly wouldn't be recommending a new hairstyle for Chip without good reason. So if we can just reduce the amount of hair he's covered in, I think that he's going to ingest less, and therefore I won't need to go back in and remove another monstrous hairball. Come on.
Let's get you home.
I mean, needs to organise that hair appointment.
Oh, well, think about that. I will consider the shaving because I can see that it's going to be best for his health. Boy. Yeah, I'm really not happy about cutting off all his lovely fur, though.
Bye, Chip.
Thanks.
You beautiful, big, hairy boy. I mean, look at me, honestly.
But you might need that.
Good plan.
Might help.
She can tell, you know.
I know, she's shivering. She's not the only one, it's cold.
It is a bit chilly.
Come on then.
Come on.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, you two. How are you? You're right, Louisa. Good to see you.
And you?
3 days after the liver biopsy on Dachshund Gigi, her owners Steph and Dom are back at the practice to hear the results.
I have a report on you, my love. So
really?
I think Mum and Dad will be quite interested to hear. Wow, that's ominous.
Jeez, Louise, what are you going to tell me?
Come on, let's go.
I'm personally quite terrified to hear what the results are because I've got a bad feeling about it because I've seen Dr. Scott's face and you can read his face, I think, very well, and he's as worried as I am, so I'm I don't know, I haven't been able to sleep very well.
So I know you've been putting a brave face on, but I do have the report regarding the biopsy we took on little Gigi. And the news is good. There shouldn't be any lasting issue.
Oh, thank
So,
God.
there you go.
Thank you.
It's good, isn't it?
Sweet, you're going to be all right, my
Oh,
darling.
my God.
Yes. So I'm hoping that although Gigi has swallowed a little morsel which is toxic and has damaged her liver, given time and the medication I've prescribed, her liver should return to normal function. Thank goodness for the regenerative powers of the liver, and I couldn't think of two better people to advocate that.
Well, the irony is quite something, isn't it?
Could I have some of those pills, please? The relief is unbelievable. She's fine. She's absolutely fine. She's obviously ingested something really horrible. God knows what that is. But there is no cancer. There's no awful stuff lurking in the shadows. So we're going to go to the pub and celebrate.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
There you
A little celebratory drink.
I think so.
But not for
Yes!
you, Squeeze.
Let's go to the pub.
Come on, you're okay.
It's now 7 weeks after greyhound Freddy's accident, and the 3-year-old is defying the odds, not only surviving the crash, but also showing no signs of any permanent brain damage.
Freddy, good boy, Fred. It was touch and go, totally. We didn't know whether he was going to survive, but he's recovered fantastically. He's brilliant. I mean, we can't believe it.
Scott is anxious to see for himself the brave dog's remarkable recovery.
Well, hello.
Hey.
That was an enthusiastic welcome.
Yeah, hi.
How are you? Hello,
good,
puppy.
thank-
Hello, Fred. Wow.
Yeah, as you can see, he's
He's doing all right, isn't
Yeah.
he? Hello, mate.
racing around.
Wow, the fact that he's walking, amazing. As soon as I'm ushered into the house, immediately I can see Freddy, and he's doing so well. He's walking really well, he's running around, it's brilliant. So he seems none the worse for wear considering such an extreme injury.
Yeah, it doesn't affect his function at all.
Certainly personality seems unaffected,
yeah.
and that was the big thing. Is
That was the big worry.
Yeah, we didn't know, would he have a complete shift in personality? Would you say that he's just the same old Fred?
Yeah, he is the same old Fred. He's back to full capacity and back to normal, at least sort of 98%. So yeah, everything's great. Well, it's pretty magical
Well,
what you and your team have done.
Oh, thank you. It is a miracle, really, that this dog is here when 7 weeks ago he was literally on death's door. So it is a wonderful result. I'm really glad to see he's happy and that Ivana is as well. All I'm talking about with you, young man, is road safety for dogs.
Scott's also making a home visit to see Maine Coon cat Chip, curious to find out whether owner Claire has followed his advice to give the fluffy feline a haircut.
Hello! How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Absolute madness.
Exploratory surgery revealed an enormous furball lodged in Chip's stomach.
Oh my God, look at that!
Here he is.
Hello, mate. I think he looks awesome.
Well, it's better than when I thought you wanted me to shave him naked.
Oh, I think he looks fantastic.
If I had my way, and if he didn't have hairball problems, I wouldn't have touched his hair. But I've cut it short, but not too short. So hopefully that will solve the problem.
So what you've done is reduce the amount of hair living on this cat by probably 2/3, I would say.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the size of the fur ball that I removed from Chip. It wasn't just a tiny little thing. This was massive. And as a result, we need to change the amount of hair this cat consumes to avoid it from happening again.
He may not
gritted
look quite
teeth.
himself, but I'm sure it's for his own good.
I love it. Through gritted teeth, you're thinking this is an okay idea at best.
It's okay, yeah.
Well, I think he looks great, and I think the hairdo suits him, mate. But I'm just really glad
He's
you're
still got
healthy.
his beautiful face.
at the Isleworth practice.
Hello, love. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay. How are you?
Scott,
I'm good. Who have you got for us
Phoebe
today?
and receptionist Gina are
Shimmy,
about to
and
begin
Willow.
a challenging day with one of the clinic regulars.
All right, let's have a look, eh? Hello. Oh, hello, Willow. And then we got Shimmy. And Harry's in the back. Okay, well, I'll take Harry because I need the muscles. You girls get those two. I always love it when Carol comes to town. When she comes into the practice, she always has multiple cats. Carol, who's been eating the pies? Harry has.
I wonder. I told you it was heavy. This time.
They're all crazy. They're all strong-willed. They're all very feisty, very much like the lovely Carol herself. Right. No cigar for working out what his problem might be.
Yeah.
The first patient is Harry.
Harry's definitely the biggest cat I've ever seen in my entire life. I was a bit worried that he was going to break the scales at one point.
What I'd probably say, Carol, is that whenever a cat is sort of covering the whole weigh scale, that might be bad. Basically, he is quite overweight.
Yeah.
So I think the big thing with him is put all the other cats' food up so you know what he's eating, because it's the only food that's on the ground.
I never thought of that. That's a good idea. Yeah, okay.
And what it might do is encourage him to lose weight and be more athletic, because then he'll be able to jump up eventually and get the food. If he's food motivated, hopefully the motivation will lead to weight loss because he'll just be a bit more energetic. With Harry, he lives in a multi-cat household. It's really hard to control the portion sizes of each cat. Harry is just sitting beside the bowl and absorbing everything that's left. And as a result, his waistline is getting bigger and bigger. He's getting more lazy and therefore putting on more weight. All right, so a diet for you, my friend. Next cab off the rank is Shimmy. Out you come. There you go. Unfortunately for Shimmy, she's got quite a long coat, and every year she suffers in the heat, she sweats and then produces mats. And because of her feisty nature, she won't let Carol groom her. Maybe what we'll try and do is just see if she'll let us just hold her and clip it off. What do you think?
It's entirely up to you. If you want to dice with death, feel free. But I'm going to stand right over there, right out of the way. I'm telling you now.
Shimmy's skin is suffering as a result of this matted coat. So as a result, we need to clip it all away. But to do that, we need to give Shimmy just a whiff of gas. She'll be asleep just momentarily whilst that hair is trimmed away. So we're going to keep her. And last but not least, Willow.
Come on then, Willow, coming out.
The cat that comes out of the last box is Willow, who is my quite personal favourite. She is so adorable. She's a really, really sweet cat. It's a little alien cat. Hey? Carol and I have known for quite a while now that Willow is suffering with a viral condition called calicivirus, which is one of the cat flu viruses, and it leads to a cat having really severe and ongoing gingivitis, which is inflammation of the gums. So with Willow, unfortunately, it's not something that she will ever be able to get rid of.
Okay.
What we need to do, as horrible as it sounds, is to actually remove every single one of her teeth.
Will she be able to eat properly without her teeth?
She'll be just fine. Bone underneath will still be there. She'll be having gums that are nice and healthy now, and she'll be able to eat, no problems.
Willow's teeth are really, really painful, and I'm definitely with Scott that the best thing to do is just get them all out now. It's safer for her. It means that she won't have to undergo multiple anaesthetics in her life, and it will just make her a lot more comfortable.
Good girl. I'm pretty concerned about Willow. She's so tiny, and to have an anaesthetic when she's so tiny, it's very precious. She's the one I keep an eye on most. Good mummy's girl.
It's nice with the rowers along the river.
In Richmond, Claire's morning walk with her daughters and the family's two Boston Terriers isn't as pacey as usual.
Come on, look, walking's fun.
Recently, 4-year-old Morticia has been struggling to keep up with big brother Gomez.
Good doggies. Both dogs are very active and walk about 6 miles a day.
Gomez, come here.
But I think there's a problem with Morticia because she's been walking in a slightly ungainly fashion, which is really quite worrying.
Oh, she looks tired.
And Frankie, in particular, is struggling with the idea that Morticia could have a serious problem.
Our bond is so unique because they came into my life when I really needed cheering up.
5 years ago, Frankie suffered a brain hemorrhage, and Gomez and Morticia were brought especially to help her rehabilitate.
While she's in her coma, which is for a month, I said to Maxine, her sister, do you think it would be a good idea if we got doggies? So I found a breeder and I ordered 2 Bostons. She loved them.
In the early days, walking was challenging for me, and walking was also challenging for them, so we were kind of in the same position. And so we both walked quite slowly. And then as they progressed to walk faster and start running and stuff, it sort of made me want to walk faster and sort of progress my walking as well. So I think they pushed me to get better faster.
Little tissue wookins.
With Frankie's health ordeal behind her, it's now Morticia who needs help. She's booked in to see Scott later today.
Oh, good girl.
Right, should we get an IV in her then and get cracking?
I think so. All right, you hold our little lady for us. That's it.
At the Isleworth practice, Scott and new vet Phoebe are preparing Devon Rex Willow for surgery. Scott has no choice but to remove all the 2-year-old cat's teeth.
Oh, baby. Willow's got really bad gums, classic of gingivitis as a result of being a calicivirus carrier. With Willow, that will never get better. And what we want to do is to try and avoid pain long term. And the way we're going to have to do that is by removing all of her teeth. So it seems like she's fairly stable on this anaesthetic. Breath is pretty pungent, my love. Okay, so I'll start by removing the teeth on this side and you can have a go on the other side.
Okay.
Next door, Willow's housemate Shimmy is also being anaesthetised by vet Tina and nurse Gina, not for surgery, but for a much-needed haircut.
We're going to do a line cut today, so short back and sides, fluffy tail and fluffy face.
The feisty feline refuses to be groomed, so her thick coat has become matted and knotted. Meanwhile, Scott has removed the first set of teeth from Willow's jaw.
So that's that side completely clear.
My turn. Thank you.
Now it's new vet Phoebe's turn to attempt the challenging procedure.
When I finally give over the reins to Phoebe, she is a face of concentration. She's working really hard, putting that pressure on to get those teeth out. And soon she realises that even though a dental seems like something quite easy to do, it's actually quite tricky. It's just about being very methodical and gradually keep going around, breaking down more and more tissue, gently but purposefully. It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. At the beginning, I bit off a bit more than I could chew, I think, and I tried to tackle a really big tooth, which didn't really go to plan. I've never had to extract what are basically healthy teeth before. It's a whole different ballgame.
It is.
Oh, I don't know how you do it. It's still so firmly in there. Oh, I don't know how you do it. It's still so firmly in there.
At the Isleworth practice, new vet Phoebe is struggling to remove the teeth from 2-year-old Willow.
I'm breaking a sweat. I think the tooth's winning at this point.
Fortunately, I think it is. This type of dental procedure really can be quite fraught because you do have to give a lot of pressure to remove some of these relatively healthy teeth. And one slip in the wrong direction, you can harpoon the nasal passages, you can even lobotomize a cat or break their jaw.
I think I must not be getting the angle right.
Just lots of patience.
Just gotta go slowly.
So then just sort of try and wiggle into the pocket. Give it a little wiggle. There you go.
There we go.
Hey! Possibly the smallest one in the cat's mouth, but
It doesn't matter, it's still a tooth.
That's right. It's really a special time working with Phoebe in this early part of her career because everything's a first, so everything is brand new and really special.
There we go.
Hey! And so, of course, doing a dental like this, it looks easy maybe when someone more experienced is doing it. When Phoebe takes the reins, you can see it's actually quite tough. Hey!
There we go.
There you go.
All done.
That's your first complete dental extraction done.
First time I've removed all the teeth in a cat.
Yeah. Not particularly elegant procedure, but one that was sorely needed.
Good practice as well.
Yeah.
She looks good.
Next door, Willow's housemate is getting the finishing touches to her new haircut.
I think it looks pretty good.
She's looking much better.
It is. You could make another cat out of that, couldn't you?
It's one of those no pain, no gain scenarios. Pain the short term for a long-term gain.
2 hours later,
here's your girls.
Oh, my word.
Carol has arrived at the clinic to collect her precious cats.
She's still a little bit sleepy.
She doesn't have any teeth.
I'm not kissing you.
Unlike this one. Here's the unveiling. You ready?
Go on then. Oh, look at you.
I know. Fancy, huh?
Got rid of all those knots. Shimmy. Go away, she says. I'm not coming to you. Let's hope her demeanour lasts now that she's been clipped. Shimmy looks really nice. Won't last long, but she does look nice at the moment. And she's happier, hopefully. We'll find out when we get home. Hello.
She's such a brave little thing. I'm just going to quickly show you her new mouth, okay?
Willow will be much more comfortable now that she's had all her teeth removed.
All right, so a little bit of blood in there, which is completely fair enough, but that'll come right in a few days' time. But she's been a very brave girl.
She's been a good girl. Yeah. Doesn't matter if she's got teeth or not. Willow is Willow, and that's it. Part of the family. Yeah, you're great.
So shall we help you to the car?
Give you a bit of peace,
all
yes,
right.
please. Thank you.
Come on, then.
Okay.
Come on, you two.
All right.
At the Richmond clinic, it's an exciting morning for Scott and the team. They're getting ready to welcome back an important member of the practice.
We first met Ryan as one of our clients when we first started these practices. A very warm, friendly guy, absolutely loves his animals. And then after a while, we offered him a job. He took it. He came on as one of our receptionists and then worked so hard as a mature student to get into university, and now he's studying as a vet. We couldn't be prouder. Here's the boy.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
How are you?
Today, Ryan's returning to undertake work placement as part of his veterinary degree.
Very good. How's the university treating you?
Fine, yeah, really well. Really good, thank you, yeah.
Oh, we're so proud of you.
Bless you.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It means a lot to be back here. Scott and the team have done so much for me. I'm so happy to be a part of the team again.
You ready for a few challenges?
Yeah. Put me through my paces.
Go and put the uniform on like Superman and get stuck in.
Get stuck in?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, mate.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
He's gonna need it.
The doggies. Boy.
And Ryan's first patient is not far away. Claire has arrived with her 2 Boston Terriers, Gomez and Morticia. She's worried 4-year-old Morticia may have a problem with her left knee, and she's hoping to get some answers.
Hello, Claire.
Hi.
Hello, Morticia. Hello, Gomez. How are you? This is Ryan.
Hello, hi.
That's Morticia, who's our patient. I've seen Morticia quite a lot over the last few years, and 2 years ago she had an issue with her knee. She had a diagnosis of a dislocating or luxating patella, basically where the kneecap pops out of the groove that it sits in. Claire and I made the decision to go ahead with surgery. We got a great result, and 2 years later, unfortunately, the other leg is starting to show similar signs. So, Ryan, you might feel a little set up right now, but Claire and I know what the issues are with this dog.
Okay.
And you are on a journey of discovery, my friend.
Right, okay.
All right. Come on then.
Come on, Tishy.
Come on. In the early stages of your veterinary career, it's a lot of theory. So I think it's the perfect opportunity to put him through his paces as a trainee vet to see what the examination is like, what that shows up, and then what Ryan's diagnosis is.
So tell me, what's been going on?
Morticia has a little problem when she runs. She skips a little bit.
Right,
Looks
okay.
quite cute, but it's not a normal
No.
run.
I guess importantly, which leg have you noticed this on?
Oh, we're giving away so much. I don't know if we should say.
I already knew.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
With your X-ray vision. It's amazing what they teach them at uni these days. Unbelievable. Okay, well, I think it's probably about time. All those questions are lovely, but I think you probably want to put your hands on the dog.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Come on, little
Tishy. Oh, sweetie, I've got to get a bit closer, I'm afraid. Eh?
During the examination of Morticia, you can see that Ryan's a little bit nervous. He's a little bit tentative. He doesn't want to injure his patient because he is inexperienced, and that's all fair enough. But he is being methodical. He checks each one of the legs and the joints of each leg as well before coming to his diagnosis.
So it would appear that that's slipping out of place.
Yeah.
So Morticia has a luxating patella?
Exactly. Yes.
Little girl.
Morticia's problem is that she has something called medially dislocating patella. So basically her kneecap pops out of the groove that it's supposed to sit in and moves towards the center of her body. By doing so, it stretches the patella ligament, it's uncomfortable, and it means that the dog skips when she's at the park. Unfortunately, we need to go for surgery because that constant rubbing all day, every day, you will see arthritic development, and that will then impede her lifelong ability to enjoy the park, which I know she really does.
She does. She loves it.
So we need to ensure her future by doing surgery in the present.
Okay. Oh, little Tishy, poor doggy. I don't really like the thought of an operation and anaesthetic. Not good for her to have to be operated on, but at least it will save her from pain later in life.
So, little lady, you're going to stay with me and Uncle Ryan and correct this dislocating kneecap once and for all. All right, say goodbye to your brother. Look, he's quivering and he's not even getting surgery done.
Come on, Gomez.
All right, see you later.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on then. Come on, get your dinner. Come on.
In Isleworth, one of Scott's regular patients has an all-too-familiar problem.
Good boy.
Dylan is a 4.5-year-old English Bull Terrier who adores his food. And owner Jane admits she finds it hard to say no.
I think by giving them extra treats, I think, yes, you do. You feel that because you love them and you want them to love you back, so you do tend to give them little extras, which we shouldn't. One more. Good boy. He's sitting there looking at you, thinking, yeah, go give me some, Mum. But yes, I think it is a love thing. I think because you do love your animals and you want to feed them.
Piling on the pounds can cause serious medical issues, as Jane knows all too well.
Being overweight, I've had some very bad times with my back, my neck, my shoulders, my breathing. You know, even just going up and down the stairs, I'm out of breath. And obviously that is not what I want for Dylan.
Jane has her weight issues under control, and now it's Dylan's turn to count the calories.
I think it is very important that Dylan needs to be checked for his weight.
Dylan is booked in to see Scott, and Jane's hoping he'll help her dish up some tough love.
All gone. All gone.
Hi, Reagan.
Hi.
Ryan's going to tell you what problem Morticia has.
So Morticia has a luxating patella?
Oh.
Yeah.
Which knee is it?
Her left.
Her left, okay.
At the Richmond Practice, Scott and trainee vet Ryan are preparing Morticia for her knee operation.
All that rubbing long-term leads to arthritis, and there's nothing that your vet can do about it.
No.
So that's why it's better to prevent the issue or nip it in the bud.
Vet nurses Reagan and Sam will be assisting.
Good girl, well done. So what we need to do is to give her an anaesthetic. We'll get on with the surgery. All right? You're a good girl, aren't you? The condition of medially dislocating patella is something that we do see quite commonly here at the practice, where bow-legged dogs are having their knees pop out of the joint. So out it pops like that, see? Put your finger there, you can feel the groove. And then just beside it, you can feel the kneecap.
You can, yes.
Okay, now push it back.
Wow.
Feel gross?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to fix.
Okay.
All right. Flush a bit of oxygen into there.
This will be Ryan's first chance to scrub in for a surgery. Scott will be mentoring him every step of the way.
Ready?
Okay, let's go for your first surgical experience.
I'd always wanted to be a vet. It's great to be able to come back as a vet student and prove myself, really. I know that Scott's going to really push me, and that's great for me.
All right, so Sam, you happy?
I'm happy.
Yeah, all good? Ryan, you happy?
I'm ready. Let's go.
He looks nervous. Okay, so I'm just going to cut now. Okay, Ryan, so what you can see there is that trochlear groove where the knee should sit, okay? And what's the first thing you can see looking at that?
Well, there's a distinct lack of the groove.
Yeah, it's pretty much flat.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what we need to do is definitely deepen that to allow the knee cap to sit in that groove. So this is the saw that we're going to use to cut a little hole into this trochlear groove.
Deepen that groove, okay.
Yeah. Just support this.
Yeah.
Be nice and still and possibly watch your own fingers, all right?
Okay.
Now, this is the all-important bit. How you feeling doing this?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah? It's not making you feel nauseous or weird?
Not in the slightest.
There we go.
Okay.
There's a lovely wedge. That's our little friend that we'll keep for later.
Safe.
Okay, so now, what we need to do is deepen that about 2 millimeters, which doesn't sound like lots, but for a little dog, that is going to be quite a bit. So now, I'm just going to replace a bit of cartilage from before.
Okay.
Back in. So that looks pretty good. So we can place the knee back into that position. There we go. We can see that's now sitting there, back where it should be.
Okay.
All right, so let's close her up. I'm really happy with the surgical result with Morticia. She should be walking around perfectly after about 6 weeks or so. So very rewarding indeed. And that, my friend, is your first knee operation in a dog.
We are done.
Well done. It's been really great working with Ryan today. It's great to be part of this process of discovery as he learns to be a vet and hopefully to inspire him to continue to forge forward and to try things that he maybe wouldn't feel comfortable with before. Go on then, my beauty. Here we go. Oh, let's get you in a snuggly bed.
Morticia will spend the afternoon sleeping off her sedation and hopefully go home with owner Claire tomorrow.
Good girl. You're such a brave little thing, aren't you, eh?
At the Isleworth practice,
Good boy, come on.
Jane is bringing in Dylan, her rather chubby English Bull Terrier, and his housemate Delilah.
Hi, Jane.
Hello.
How are you?
Dylan and Delilah.
Hello, Dylan. Hello, mate. How are you? Hello, big boy. Jane, are we thinking that your Dylan's a little bit more of a handful than he normally is?
Yes, he's a little bit over.
You can't say no to that face, though, can you? I absolutely love when Dylan comes into the practice, and I absolutely love English Bull Terriers. Just maybe not so much of this particular one. Now, Jane, you know I had an English Bull Terrier, white English Bull Terrier,
Yes.
exactly like yours.
Yep.
So I have a good sense of how heavy they should be.
Should be.
So let's find out how heavy your boy
Okay.
actually is. Come on then, big boy. Up on there.
A healthy weight for a male English Bull Terrier Dylan size should be around 30 to 35 kilos.
When I get him on there, he's over 39 kilograms, which shows that he is clearly overweight, and this is a problem that we need to address. Come on, big boy. Let's go. Come on, Jane. You've got to hear this as well. Come on. Being overweight is a serious issue. In the UK alone, about a third of dogs are thought to be either overweight or obese, and that can considerably reduce their lifespan. How much is he eating at home?
He just has a tub of yoghurt for breakfast. Only a small tub.
Right.
Of an evening, it's just his main biscuit meal.
And then, being that he is such a lovable, friendly, cuddly chap, does he kind of convince you that he should be getting more than that?
Yes, he's very...
Persuasive.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
Well, I mean, just looking at him physically, he is more like a brick than an hourglass. One thing you should be able to do is feel their ribs, and you can barely feel his, and that means he's just got a little bit too much padding.
A little bit too much fat.
A little bit chubby than you should be, hey, mate. But yeah, you know, obesity can be really dangerous for dogs.
Yeah.
They can get heart disease, they can have respiratory problems, they can have major joint issues, they can even get diabetes, or worst case scenario, even cancer. So this is a serious problem and we need to come up with a solution that's going to mean that Dylan loses weight.
I do love my dogs and I want what's best for them. So I'd like to get some weight off him if possible.
So I would definitely cut out dairy products 100%.
Okay.
And most dogs are actually lactose intolerant anyway.
He absolutely loves cheese, but we tend not to try.
I've got to let
give
you
him-
answer your own question on that
so no more cheese.
one. No more cheese, no. What about exercise then?
He's not one for playing very
Right.
much. You throw a ball, he'll look at you and say,
He's more
well,
the
you
couch
threw
potato?
it, you go and get it.
The solution to pets being overweight is the same in people. It's because they're either eating too much or exercising too little. Crack out the Lycra, you know, headbands and leg warmers and and then we'll have you come in for the grand weigh-in very soon.
Okay.
Yeah? Let's go and get those leg warmers on. Come on. Hey? Hey? Where's the Lycra? Where is it? Hey? There it is. Here we go. Good boy.
This looks super wild. Look at this.
At Scott's house in Surrey,
Nice and gentle puppies.
his wife Zoe and the kids are enjoying some playtime with 1-year-old Scully and the elder lady of the house, Betty.
So when Scott and I met, Betty was 8 months old and she was very much his little girl. And when I arrived, I was the other woman to Betty. And she used to look at me with total and utter disrespect. And if I said anything, she sort of looked at Scott a bit like, it's talking again. So I was definitely the other woman in the relationship. So along comes Scully, and she doesn't just enter our lives, she bowls in as this little ball of fluff. She's been an amazing addition to the family. It really has worked out better than we could have expected.
We're so happy that Scully was born.
The children love the dogs as much as we do.
And that adorable little face of yours.
And now something's got to happen that makes her from a little baby into a proper little girl. And I'm not looking forward to it. It's spay time. Poor baby. Are you into surgery?
As a former vet nurse, Zoe is understandably nervous.
A dog being spayed, it's the right thing to do. We're not going to breed from her, but it doesn't change the fact that she's got to go through surgery. It's going to be really hard, but it's got to be done. Baby, mummy's little fur baby.
Exercise for you today, boy.
Jane has brought 4-year-old Dylan and his housemate Delilah to the park to meet Scott.
Here's a good boy.
The aim is to get the overweight dog motivated to move more and hopefully lose some weight.
Dylan doesn't really know what's going to hit him. He's going to be put through his paces. He's not a great one for playing with a ball, so I think a little bit of extra exercise will be brilliant.
There's Dylan there.
Ah, OK.
Scott has enlisted Ryan to help Jane with overweight Dylan's exercise programme.
This is Ryan.
Hello there.
He's my vet student, so that's your patient.
This is the big boy.
Yes.
He's been on his diet, like you said. Kept him to it. No treats.
Good girl.
Been very hard.
Today, Ryan is going to squire Dylan through his first exercise session. And first of all, we need to understand what motivates this dog.
So with us, we have these low-fat metabolic treats.
Wow. That's the reason you're in this mess. Hey? Oh, my
Can't
goodness.
eat them all at once.
We know food motivates him. We need to see if there's any other treats or toys, anything else that will get this dog off the couch and run around the park.
What about this one, buddy? What about this one?
Oh.
Oh, that's a... Yes.
All right, well, let's get physical. as Olivia Newton-John said.
Before my time, Scott.
Oh, gosh. It's very important with Dylan that we start very slowly. He's an overweight and unfit dog, so we can't run a marathon straight away.
Come on, come on.
Start with short, sharp bouts of exercise where we get his heart rate up by using things like toys to get him motivated, get him running around, burning off the energy as he goes.
Good boy, Dylan. Good boy. Good boy. Dylan. Good boy. Oh, there we go. Oh, good boy. Let's have a look. Oh. So as you can see, his heart rate's up, so is mine. So all good signs. He's definitely getting the exercise that he needs now.
Hey, mate, you look like you enjoyed that.
I think he's a star pupil for today.
So look, exercise and diet, they're the keys. And healthy weight loss for a dog is about 1 to 2% of their body weight. Good boy. So about 400 grams a week would be fine, 1.6 kilograms a month. And very soon he should be able to, well, be beach ready.
Oh.
Oh, good girl. How you doing? You all right? Let's just see if you're going to use that leg. Hey. Clever girl. Clever girl. Yeah.
The next day, 4-year-old Morticia is recovering well from her knee operation.
Well done. Not bad for 1 day post-surgery, hey? Already using your foot. Good girl.
And that means the little dog can go home with our owner Claire and doggy sibling Gomez.
It's all right, baby. You haven't got to stay. We're just collecting your sister. She'll be here in a minute.
All right, let's go see Mummy, hey? Send you home. Come on. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Hello.
Oh, my little girl dog.
Here's your girl.
Hello, baby.
Say hi, Mummy.
You're my little girl. Oh, little girl, look at me. Who's that? Little sister. Get to kiss her. Say hello, you. Oh, baby doggy. Oh, I'm so pleased to have Morticia back. She's only been away for just over a day, but I missed her lots.
So I'm really happy with the way the surgery went, and I think the proof is in the pudding in the fact she's already putting her foot down, which is wonderful.
Oh, well, at least it's all gone well. Good girl.
It has. You were absolutely right in doing this right now because we've got ahead of the game. We haven't let arthritis set in before we fix the problem, so it's prevention better than cure. Morticia has been such a brave little dog. She's such a great little patient. But more importantly, she's a really important part of Claire and her family's life. So I'm just really glad that I've been able to pass her back to Mum in one piece. All right then, sweet pea. Good girl, be a good girl. If it's all right, I'll come and see you very soon once you're walking much better.
Oh,
yeah?
my little cherub, come on. Let's just go.
All right then.
So we'll take her home tonight, and I've got her little bed set out by the foot where I'll sit on the settee and she'll be on the floor next to me. So she'll be on her way to recovery. Good girl, Tishy, good girl. Going home.
Later that day, Scott's wife Zoe and the family puppy Scully are arriving for their appointment.
My little baby is going into surgery for her spay. It's an anaesthetic, and it's kind of just sort of dawned on me today, really, what a big deal it is. It's a tough day. She's not silly, though. She knows. She's like, consult table? That can't be good.
Every dog feels the same way. Yeah. Obviously, it's a very serious operation today, and even though Scully is my dog, I still want to perform a full and complete physical exam on her.
All good?
All good.
Yes.
Lovely, yeah. She's a perfectly healthy and happy, and may I say, very beautiful puppy.
So I know this isn't a question that normally gets asked to the vet, but how are you feeling about today?
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. It's weird, isn't it? You know, it's a strange situation because it's like operating on one of your children. Mm. So, honey, here's a question for you. Do you want to be a part of the surgery, be in the anaesthetic and be in the surgery room?
Well, okay, I wasn't expecting you to ask me that.
Just before we were married, Zoe and I actually set up a practice in Portugal, and And once the babies were born, we came back to the UK, and this is where our life has really flourished. So she has experience at being a vet nurse and understands all the pitfalls of anaesthetics and surgery. So I invite her to come into the surgery with me and to hold Scully by her little furry paw.
It's a hard one, isn't it? Because obviously I'm fine in surgery, as I have been in the past, you know, when I was nursing for you. Then for it to be our little girl. But then also I can't imagine sitting outside waiting. So yes, if that's okay, yeah, I'll come in.
Yeah, absolutely. Although you can't do that normal wifey thing where you sort of look and going, you missed a bit. You missed a spot. You can't do that, okay?
All right, fine, but you are going to have to clear up after yourself. Don't expect me to do it.
I've got nurses for that.
Is that why you are the way you are at home? Interesting.
So the whole team is back together again. Zoe and me as vet and nurse. We're much better at husband and wife, however.
Let's go.
Come on, Fluff Ball. Let's go. Come on. Let's go with Nurse Mummy. Hey, Jess, the Millers are here.
Hi, Scully.
So our little baby is in for her spay today.
At the Richmond clinic, vet nurse Jess will be assisting Scott and Zoe with Scully's operation.
Brave Jess facing not only her boss, but also the boss's wife and their dog. I mean, it's bad enough when you have to deal with your boss, but boss's wife, watch yourself. Brave girl, sweet girl, brave girl.
Scott has been a part of Scully's life from the moment she was born.
And what you're going to do is you're going to rub it really firmly on the chest.
Scott delivered her by caesarean section 12 months ago.
Ems, how's it going out there?
And she was later given to him by the grateful owner.
4, 5, 6, breathing puppy!
Hey, good job, well done. Quite nostalgic moments like this where, for Scully, she was born in my hands on the very table that I do for spay. Mummy and Daddy love you very much. So to have her life in my hands one more time is really special.
Sleepy.
Here we go, here we go. Okay, so just gonna clip that lovely puppy tummy of hers, okay?
Lovely tummy.
We'll just move her through.
Yeah, no worries. I'll go grab a scrub top.
Yeah.
Stay out your way.
That's right, okay. Come on, baby.
Love you, baby. How do you put into words how you feel in that moment? I'm both a mother of children and a mother to my little puppy as well, and it's time to go into surgery.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Jess, I'm just about to cut. Everyone happy? Well,
Well, yeah.
no.
Happy might be an overstatement.
Yeah. I've at least done 1,000 dog spays, I would say, over my 20-year career. But of course, it's very different when you are operating on your own dog. But for Zoe, she's very nervous. And even though she's confident in my abilities, anaesthetics are risky, and she knows that. There we go. So that's it.
That's the uterus?
Yeah, so there you go. And there's the ovary there.
Oh, wow. It's so much smaller than you imagine.
So, I mean, at moments of that surgery, I did feel a sense of nerves.
You're shaking.
Well, I can feel myself shaking, but then I'm not shaking, so I think it's just in my mind.
Okay. I wouldn't blame you, in fact.
I think what today's taught me is that each animal's special, and the 1,001th spay is just as important as the first. And we can close up.
Very neat.
Aim to please. Got a very exacting client that's going to be looking at this with eagle eyes.
This is true. So impressed, though. I think I'll get you to do the kids' name labels on their school uniforms from now on.
I think we both know that's not going to happen. All right, let's wake our girl up. Thankfully, this spay went completely without a hitch. There was no complications whatsoever. So it meant that the stress for Zoe and I was over quite quickly and that Scully could wake up. Here we go. Hello. You know, it is extraordinary to think she popped out into life on this very table.
It's mad, isn't it?
Scully will stay at the clinic for a little longer before going home later today.
All done.
Let this be the last time you come in to see Daddy at work.
Okay, you two, time for lunch. Nicely. Good boy.
It's been 8 weeks since Dylan was put on a diet. His owner Jane has now replaced his treats with healthy fresh fruit and vegetables.
Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Come on.
And today there's time for one last jog in the park before Dylan's big weigh-in at the clinic.
So I think he quite enjoys all the exercise and the running that will help to bring his heart rate up and to get him a bit more active and to help him to lose the weight. Getting a bit puffed, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, so hopefully I'll lose some weight myself. See how much you've lost? Hopefully you've lost a nice bit of weight.
Hello! Hello, handsome boy. Dylan.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
He's gone straight to Dr. Scott.
I love my boy. Well, he knows who to keep sweet, doesn't he? Seeing Dylan walk into the practice, he is sprightly and he's happy, but more importantly, he looks lean and mean and ready for the scales. So he was 39 kilograms before. Oh, wow. 35.4, that is absolutely incredible.
Really
Well
good.
done.
Thank you.
That's amazing. So he's lost 4 kilograms, which basically is about 10% of his body weight. So it's like if I lost about 10 kilograms, you definitely see it, and we definitely see it with your boy.
Yeah.
Well done. By Dylan losing all this weight, it means he's far less likely to develop issues with his heart. He's far less likely to develop arthritis as a result of all that extra weight, less likely of developing diabetes. He's generally going to be a very healthy and happy boy moving forward. So he's still got a little bit of a tum, but what you can feel and see here, look at those, they're ribs. Yeah, well done, Jane. You've done so well. Brilliant. Good job.
I'm really, really pleased that I've managed to keep him to his diet and not give him any extras. It's been hard, but I've done it and I've spoiled him in a different way. Carrots and love.
No more cake for you, Dylan.
Scully! Scully, pop up!
In the Miller home, Scully is well and truly recovered from her spay surgery, much to the relief of Scott's wife, Zoe.
No one chooses to put their animal through surgery or through anaesthetic, but this was an important decision, and it was the right decision to get her spayed.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a bit of a treat, isn't it? What do you want?
I cuddle with my puppy and my loving wife.
Oh, there you go. Then, well, then you got it. You got it. Teal buy you that.
Bozo and I were committed to neutering our dogs as we've always been. It's really important. There's so many unwanted and homeless dogs here in the UK and throughout the world, and neutering is the one way we can try and control those numbers.
Oh, puppy.
What do you think?
Should I jump up if I could?
What do you think of that puppy?
When Scully came back, she was a bit blue, and Betty was so lovely because she just gave her that TLC and care that Scully always shows Betty because she's so careful with her. But I do think she's much happier now. She's up and bouncing around, and the two of them can do their rough and tumbling again.
Oh, this is a very beautiful family scene, isn't it? Hi, Claire. How are you?
Hi, Scott.
And Scott is meeting Claire and her daughters to check on Morticia's progress after the Boston Terrier's knee operation.
Let me get my hands on that little patient. Hello, Tishy.
Hello,
buddy. Hello, baby. You simply cannot push that kneecap out anymore. She's not painful at all. She's just sitting here comfortable. That's very, very good. I'm so happy with that. So I think the proof really is in the pudding with you, isn't it, Mrs.? We need to see you running around, and hopefully that mischievous little skip of hers is going away for good. So how can we get her to run?
Ball.
Ball?
Ball.
She's just moving beautifully well, isn't she? Nice and strong on both legs. No evidence of the skipping at all, Cleo. I can't see it anyway.
It's good, is it?
Yeah. Ready? Morticia is running so beautifully, moving so well. There doesn't seem to be any pain, no discomfort, and that knee looks absolutely perfect, so I'm very happy. I think her knees are perfect, but I think that fetch is rubbish. That is awful, okay?
Morticia's off to the races again now. I can let her off the lead, she can run around and have a great time, and she's going to have years and years of no arthritis. Great.
You've been brave and you've invested in the future of her knee health, which is great. And now all you need to invest in is maybe a little bit of dog training. I think we need to work on a fetch.